Going on, Chris L here, back at you with another video. First and foremost, let me just say that in case you're wondering yourselves, what, did he cut his sides and back after he literally just said he's gonna let them grow? No, I didn't. Ta-da! Nope, all I did is put product and kind of did this whole number to flatten them out so they're not poofing out. So no, I did not touch my sides and back as far as cutting them shorter, still letting my sides and back grow. Speaking of my hair, if you see my hair, like my hair, wonder where I get my hair from, I get my hair from Lord Hair, fantastic units. Use promo code PANTHERTRAIN, all capital letters, will get you $20 off any unit you buy from them. So I'll leave the link and promo code in the description and comments below. So this is the Neo model hair unit from them in case you're wondering, the NEO, great unit. I've had it for about a month now and I love it. So moving on to the topic at hand. So I'm gonna let you know the mistakes that I made so you guys don't make those same mistakes. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys out. I've been on this hair system journey now for about 7 months. Made some pretty big mistakes and missteps along the way. So I'm going to let you know now what those mistakes are so you don't make them. Mistake number one, starting out too big, too fast my first go around. Styling your hair with these big, huge volume type hairstyles are just going to make you stand out and bring way more attention to yourself and your actual hair system. Case in point this, and yes, that is a public bathroom stall in the bathroom, hence yes, I did actually wear a hairstyle like this out in public. What I was thinking, I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. My thinking, I was mad that day because I couldn't get the style I want, and I must have just said F it and walked out the door and rubbed my hands through it and been done with it. But don't do this. Before I got a hair system, I kind of had mid-length, short to mid-length hair, enough hair where I was rocking a lot of like Topic Kabuki to kind of make my hair look fuller. I had enough hair to be able to do that. The mistake I made when I first got a hair system was going long right out the gate. My first hair system was about 4 to 5 inches in length. No one really came up to me at my work or anything and said anything, but you can kind of tell they kind of asked, hey, what's different? Do you dye your hair or something? So it was noticeable enough for people to take notice. One good opportunity that I missed out on looking back that I would have done differently is I would have actually cut the hair system down to 2 inches length when I first got the hair unit to match what I was doing with the Kabuki and Topic fibers. Because if I would have done that, I went back and looked at some other pictures back when I was doing those Topic fibers, and man, I could have easily pulled off just switching to a hair system with that same length of hair. No one would have noticed a thing because it looked very similar when I was actually rocking my hair fibers. So that's an opportunity I missed. Start out slow, guys. I know a lot of you guys, I subscribe to a lot of fashion and men's grooming YouTubers myself, and I see these big, awesome hairstyles that I wanted right out of the gate. And when you first get a hair system, you get drunk with power and want to rock all these different hairstyles. If your end goal is to have long hair, the best way to go about it is start out with about a 2-inch hair length on your hair system. Then 2 to 3 months passes, get your replacement hair system, go 3 or 4 inches. And then if you want, however long you want it from there, just every time you replace your hair system, when it's time for a replacement, just up the length that way, so that way it looks 100% like your hair is growing naturally and no one will even notice. Mistake number 2 that I made, don't panic over every lift. You take a shower when you get out of the shower. 30 minutes or so of that time after you get out of a shower, you are going to have a little bit of lifting in the hairline, and that's A-okay. The mistake that I made my first week or two when I was still a rookie is I would actually, believe it or not, every other day when my hairline would slightly lift just a little bit when I get out of the shower, I would actually redo the hairline with new bond and everything, and oh my gosh, it took like 30 minutes each time. Because what I would do when I get out of the shower, my routine is I shower at night, I get out of the shower, I brush it back so it doesn't like hang in my eyes and everything when it's wet. I would notice the slightest little hairline lift, so I would panic in my first couple weeks and be like, oh gosh, I have to redo the hairline, why is it lifting? I mean, the textbook says if it lifts, you need to redo it. Don't do that, guys. You're going to add so much time to your maintenance routine, it's just not worth it. All you need to do is take a hairbrush and just apply pressure on the back of your hairbrush against the hairline to press it back down, and I promise you, after about 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours has passed, your body's kind of dried up from being in the shower, the bond will redo and rework and rebond on its own. I promise you that, because I shower at night. When I get out of the shower and I kind of push the hairline back down and I sleep with it, in the morning it's as good as new, like a fresh coat of bond. So don't worry about any little slight lift. The sides and back will probably lift a little bit and stay that way, but you have so much hair, no one in a million years would notice it. The only time I would recommend rebonding the sides and back, if they're lifting a little bit, is if you know you're going to get intimate that night with a significant other and she's going to be rubbing her hands all through your hair. Rebond it down so she doesn't catch on the edges. But if you know you're not going to be getting in that situation later on, just leave it as it is, because no one's going to notice it. Mistake number 3 that I made, don't buy a ton of products, and especially don't buy the same kind of product but different brands of that same kind of product. For example, I have Suavecito pomade. It's a great pomade for a certain kind of hairstyles I want to rock. But I also made the mistake of buying Pacino's pomade and American Crew pomade. Why? Pomade is a pomade is a pomade. Unless you get a really super cheap, like $2 pomade that doesn't work. But if you get a high-end pomade like a $10, $12, $15, $20 pomade, you don't need to buy 2 or 3 of the same high-level pomades. Now here's what I'll say. If you want a shorter kind of textured look, I would go with a texture paste or any kind of texture cream. If you want more of a longer slick back or pompadour, my go-to product for that I'm actually having in my hair now. No, I'm not getting paid. I'm not endorsed or sponsored by them, just FYI, but it's Hans de Foucault Claymation. That's what I'm using in my hair right now. Great product for this kind of hairstyle. If you want more of an old school slick back, kind of want that high shine slick back, then go with the high shine pomade like a Suavecito or high shine heavy hold American Crew pomade for that kind of style. I will say hair gels, pre-styling product, mousses are all useless. Pre-styler that I like is sea salt spray. Sea salt spray is great for a long flowy look. If you want hair to be long and flowy, just spray your hair with some water, spray some sea salt spray in it and blow dry it. That's how you get kind of a longer flowy look. Water works as good as any pre-styler guy. The product industry doesn't want you to know that, but my hair, so when I achieved this style, I sprayed some water on it and I was blow drying it while I brushed it back, and then I finished it off with the Hans de Foucault Claymation to get this look, and bam, you don't need a pre-styler, folks. Gels are useless. I don't know who uses hair gel nowadays. Mousses are useless. I don't know. I tried mousses. They never do anything for me. Stay away from mousses. Your pomades, texture clays, those are going to be your go-tos. Texture clays are a little bit more versatile because you can rock this kind of look to more of a short texture look. Pomade is if you want more of that, some more specific slick back, high shine slick back, go with the high shine pomade. Another mistake that I made, this is more on the maintenance side of things, never under any circumstances, when you go to run maintenance on your unit every 2 to 3 weeks and you take the unit off, never under any circumstances go in the shower and try to get the bond off your head with this shower. That will not work. I don't know what happens chemically, but the mistake I made the first time I did my own maintenance, I took the unit off and I still had some excess bond on my head, and I thought to myself, oh my God, I can just step in the shower and I'll be able to wash right off. It doesn't happen that way. In fact, it makes it harder. And I want to say, my speculation, I'm just speculating here, but I think they make it that way on purpose. So for people that sweat a lot, it will make the bond stronger, and it kind of activates something in the bond whenever it feels like sweat or water, and it makes it stronger so that way it doesn't leak out or make the unit fall off. Because boy, I did that and it made it so much more harder to get off because it like crystallized it or something when I went in the shower just trying to use straight water to get the bond off my head. That doesn't work. Just spray adhesive removal on your head, let it soak for about 20 minutes, go play some PS4 or Xbox or watch some Netflix or whatever, come back 20 minutes later, take a towel and just take it off with the towel and use some force. Another thing I don't like cotton balls. I know a lot of people swear by cotton balls when they're doing maintenance and cleanup, but I don't like it because it gives you double work to do. Using the cotton balls to take the adhesive off your unit, you're getting pieces of cotton on the unit, so now you have to contend with taking the excess cotton balls off and the excess bond, so all the material that came off from the cotton is now on your unit, and you got to worry about getting the bond and now excess cotton pieces to take off your unit. I like a towel. I just spray the adhesive removal on the unit, let it soak for 15 minutes, get a towel, and it comes right off. I just don't personally like cotton balls, and that's another mistake I made. And finally, the last mistake that I made, just do maintenance yourself, guys. I made the mistake by going to a hair salon that specializes in hair systems, and she was charging me $200 a month. That got me 3 units per year, and she did like the maintenance, cleanup, and reattachment every month, once a month. But guys, you need to do it on your own. I can't stress enough how much money you save, and I know you're thinking yourselves now, if you're new at this and you come across this video and you're like, oh yeah, it's easy for you to say, you've been doing it for 7 months, because I thought the same thing when I was first new at this, and I watched other experts on YouTube saying to do it themselves. I was like, no way, I'm not doing it myself. I want it done right. I'm just going to pay someone to do it. For me personally, I do panic easily. So I made the decision. I'm not going to do it myself. But I'm telling you guys, once you do it yourself that first time, it's like such a relief. You feel so liberated. It's amazing. You're going to save a ton of money. Don't overthink it, guys. It's really as easy as putting glue on your head and putting the hair on it. You learned in kindergarten how to glue one thing to another using regular glue. You can do this, guys. Don't overthink it. It's not calculus. It's not rocket science. Just do it yourself. Watch all the videos you can. It took my first time 3 hours to do it all. But then after that, I do it now 45 minutes tops, and that's even with bond because I use bond. Just please don't waste the money and do it. If you have the money to spend and you're rich and you don't care, by all means do it. But if you kind of want to save money or you're cheap like I am, do it yourself. It's so worth it. You're going to save a lot of money, and I just can't stress that enough. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys really took a lot away from this video. Until my next video, guys, take care.